in the state of Michigan, and we have really bitter cold winters, and it's kind of tradition every winter. We cook up a soup. We call it chili. It's, it's ground beef with red beans, and it's like green onions and green peppers, and it's spicy. But in Michigan, like if you want to cook it up, you just take a shortcut. You go to the store, you buy the little packet, and you just mix it with the meat and beans and stuff. Well, one winter, after I had been here for several winters, I wanted to try and make it. And of course, I couldn't find the little packet in the store. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to improvise. It's meat and beans and spices. So I mixed it up, but I used a little too much cayenne pepper, a little too much Cajun pepper, a little too much red pepper, a little too much merkin, and whatever else I could find that was red. And so I had it simmering on the stove, and I was getting ready to try it out, and my girlfriend had called me, and she says, hey, I'm coming in from Vitacura. We were living in Santiago Central. She says, I'm coming in on the bus. Can you meet me at the bus stop? And I was like, oh, cool, yeah. So I ran out the apartment. I still hadn't tried it out yet, and I ran across Parque Forestal, met her at the bus stop, and then we walked back through Parque Forestal towards our apartment. And when we were walking through, I seen this guy sitting on the bench. He was laid out on a bench. He had a blanket, but he didn't have any shoes on. And he looked like he was kind of down on his luck and stuff. And so I told him, I was like, look, man, I've got an extra pair of shoes. I literally just bought some new shoes. And so I had some old ones sitting there that I was either going to throw away or, they're just going to sit there anyway. So I was like, just wait here. I'm going to go to my house. I'll bring you a pair of shoes. It's wintertime. Like, dude can't be out here with no shoes on and stuff. So when I went to the house, I was packing up the shoes, and I threw in a pair of socks, and I looked over, and I seen that giant pot of chili sitting there. I was like, oh, man, this guy's going to love this. So I grabbed a Tupperware bowl and pack up some of the hot chili. It was still hot in the pan and stuff, so I packed it in the Tupperware. I grabbed like 4 slices of bread, threw it in a plastic bag, a couple bottles of water, and I ran down to the park and I gave him the shoes and he tried them on, and it was like they were like a perfect fit for him. He was all happy, and I was like, "Look, man, look, I've got some food for you too." And he opens it up and it's still steaming hot, and he's like, "Oh," he's all excited, and he's like trying to like share it with me, and I'm like, "No, don't worry, I've got this giant pot of it at home. Don't worry." And so he starts eating and stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, enjoy." And so I run home, and then my girlfriend wanted to go get a pair of shoes. So I was like, I'm starving. I'm like, I just want to have a bowl of this chili. And but we had to leave immediately because otherwise the shoe store was gonna close. So we go shoe shopping, and we come back, and finally we get to sit down and eat some. And we both had a bowl, and it was spicy. It was like real spicy. And about an hour goes by, and my stomach just is like, brr, brr. And so I run into the bathroom, and I don't know how to do this without being awkward, but this fiery explosion, it was like hot magma coming out the back end. I mean, it was like a dragon's breath, torturous, like flamethrower that it wouldn't stop. It was like a pulsating geyser. It just kept going and going and going. And I was in there like 25 minutes, and I realized it's like my girlfriend also ate the same stuff, and like I could it wouldn't stop. Like I kept cleaning up, and it started all over again. And then a little bit later, I got a knock on the door, and my girlfriend's like, "Hey, we only got one bathroom today. I need to use the bathroom." And I'm like, I understand, but you don't understand what's happening here right now. I was like, I'll try. I was like, give me a minute. And so we spent the next 4 or 5 hours rotating in and out of the bathroom with the same experience. And I mean, after about 2 hours, I was just in there just crying, like, please just stop. Please, I just can't take it anymore. Thank God we had enough toilet paper. But finally, after about 5 hours, when it stopped, it was like, okay, I gotta rest. I need to sleep. We gotta work tomorrow and stuff. And I closed my eyes, And then my eyes just opened, and I sat up real fast, and I was like, that poor guy in the park. At least we have a toilet, you know? Toilet paper, a shower with a hose to clean up, you know? Like, this guy, what's he got? He's got 2 bottles of water, 4 slices of bread, and real mopocho? Like, you know, like, what's he gonna do, you know? So, the next morning, as soon as the sun comes up, I'm running down to the park with 2 rolls of toilet paper, like looking around for the guy. Of course, I didn't run into him. And I thought, well, maybe in this short time, I helped the guy out. He changed his life. Maybe he took a different direction. Trying to think positively here. And then, like, I kind of forgot about it. A week goes by. We're out walking around, and we're down at Bakidano metro station, and it's Sunday afternoon. There's hardly anybody going in and out, and we take like 3 steps down into the metro station, and I look at the bottom of the stairs, and there's the guy, no shoes, and he just looks at me like, and he jumps up and he's like, you. And I grabbed my girlfriend and I was like, we don't need to take the metro. We can just walk, you know. So we took off. We took off the other direction. It was like kept looking over his shoulder, like he's not following us. He's like, just keep going, just keep going. But yeah, it was just kind of got a little awkward there, running into the guy. Clearly wasn't a life-changing moment for him. But thanks for letting me share this story.